Hello children, today we will be doing question tag in English grammar. So, a question tag is a short interrogative phrase added after a statement. It is used to express doubt or to seek confirmation about what is said or asked. It is mostly used in everyday conversations or dialogues. So, children, a positive sentence has a negative question tag. So, that means if a sentence is not having not, none, doesn't, okay, these are the negative words in grammar. So, then the question tag will be negative. For example, I actually remember all my friends. So, the question tag used here is don't I? So, you can see we have added the negative tag, question tag. So, next is a negative sentence has a positive question tag. So, this is the opposite. So, whenever you have a sentence that has a negative word in it, so the question tag will be positive. For example, he isn't coming today. Is he? So, we have the question tag as positive, that is he? And children, always remember that you need to rewrite the sentence, and after the sentence is rewritten, you need to put a comma, then write the question tag and always end with a question mark. So let's see some of the rules of how to make question tags. First one, if there is an imperative sentence like which is giving command, order or request, then even if the sentence is positive, okay, then use will you. For example, open the door. So here, can you see any negative word? No, right? But still, it is commanding open the door. So here, the question tag used is will you open the door, comma, will you, question mark. Next, in case the sentence begins with let's, so use shall we as a question tag. For example, let's start the game. So, again you need to rewrite the sentence. Let's start the game, comma, shall we? Shall we start the game? So, after writing the tag, put a question mark. Next, if the sentence has am and will, so here you need to use aren't I and won't she or he. For example, I am waiting, comma, aren't I? Next, she will wait. So here the question tag is won't she. So in the first sentence we had am. So when in a sentence there is am, basically most of the times you can use aren't. Next is we have will. She will wait. So here for will we have added the question tag as won't she. Next, if the sentence does not have an auxiliary verb, that is a helping verb, then do, does or did are used depending on the type of sentence, the number and the person of the subject in the sentence. For example, I hear the sound of a car drawing up. Okay, I hear. So it's a present. So here the tag used is don't I. So here it is used in a negative way. Why? Because the sentence is in the positive sentence. Next, we saw an army of ants lugging a fly, comma, didn't we? Next sentence, a rainbow colors the entire sky. Again, a positive sentence, comma, doesn't it? So all three sentences were positive. So because there was no auxiliary verb present in these sentences, we used words like don't, didn't, and doesn't. Next, we do not use this, that, these, or those in the question tag. Instead, we use it or they as the question tag. For example, this sounds ridiculous. So, instead of this in the question tag, we have used doesn't it. Okay, we have not used doesn't this. We have used doesn't it. Next sentence, those mangrove are good. So here we have those. So instead of those, we have used they. Aren't they? Next, statements containing words such as neither, nor, no one, nobody, hardly, and scarcely are treated as negative statements. And so the question tag should be positive. So as I told you earlier also, that if the sentence is having negative words, then the question tag will be positive. For example, my mother hardly ever goes to the movies. So here we have the positive question tag. That is, does she, with a question mark. Next sentence, he can scarcely run. So here again we have the positive question tag, can he, with a question mark. So children, there are certain points that you need to remember so that your marks may not be deducted due to silly mistakes. Like, always rewrite the sentence. So whenever you are having these sentences for question tag, apart from the question, you need to rewrite the sentence. For example, I am hungry. Okay, so we have the main sentence. So the same sentence we need to rewrite it and then put a comma and then write the question tag. That is, aren't I, following or ending with question mark. Next is, do not forget to put a comma after rewriting the sentence and adding the question tag after it. Next, always end with a question mark after the question tag. The question mark is very necessary. The question tag consists of only two words, that is, verb and the pronoun. Like in the first sentence, I am hungry. So we have aren't as a verb and pronoun used is I. And then also you need to put the question mark. So here we have now completed with the explanation. Let's solve some of the sentences and add a question tag to it. So the first sentence is, we have holidays. So we need to rewrite the whole sentence. We have holidays. So instead of full stop, we need to put a comma and the tag is don't we? With a question mark. We have holidays, comma, don't we? Question mark. Next sentence. He was still a thief. So here, rewrite the sentence. He was still a thief, comma, wasn't he? Next, I don't believe you. Rewrite the sentence. I don't believe you, comma, do I? So here we have the sentence in a negative, that we have don't. Okay, so don't is in the negative form. So that is why the question tag will be positive. That is, do I? Next sentence. This plant is useless. This plant is useless, comma, isn't it? So here the sentence is in the positive form. So that is why the tag is in the negative. That is, isn't it? And always end with a question mark. So children, here we have completed with question tag. Do practice some of the sentences from your Chetna book. Thank you for listening. Take care.